This was Anthony Edwards' best clutch time performance of this season by far. And had 10 points going into the fourth quarter, and he finished this game, what did I say, with 34 points. So he had 24 of his 34 points in the final 22 minutes. When you really needed Anthony Edwards to step up, he surely stepped up. And that's the type of playoff riser that we've really come to know in Anthony Edwards. And I think as we kind of are creeping towards that, it's kind of just like that, high that you get from watching him play in those types of moments. I know. And I think you have to separate what we've seen from him in the regular season, because the sample size that we've seen from him in the playoffs is quite large now at this point for someone his age. And I think you've got to trust the playoff sample. And when he is totally locked in and, in a spot where, he's just got all this confidence flowing through him in a playoff series, you just got to like your chances whenever that guy is your go-to guy. And I think that, again, like, all of his teammates trust him a ton. But what I think is really cool about Anthony Edwards is that he trusts his teammates just as much, if not more, than they trust him. And the way that he lifts them up and empowers them, both the way he talks, the way he carries himself, the way he plays, how he'll always believe in them in important moments, passing them the ball. Like, I do think that is super important and something that is super valuable, and a huge reason why all these guys really have come to love Anthony Edwards inside that locker room, beyond all of the other things with his personality that that we all love. So I just think it's a moment where you're like, man, I am so tired today, but I'm so glad that I watched that game and got to witness some pretty special stuff from that guy.
Well, can you imagine being on the other side? We got to stay up this late. We got to talk about everything that led to a double OT loss. I mean, fun when you win, Jack.